Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. On today's episode, we have a lot to celebrate because we finally hit 500 subscribers to the channel. Well, we have a little bit to talk about after that, so stick around, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and stay tuned because we're coming right back at you. Alright everybody, well welcome back. So like I was saying, we are celebrating 500 subscribers on this channel. After a little over a year and a half, I started this channel back in the middle of 2020. I just decided to start a channel on a whim and, see what happened with it. Take a little bit of my knowledge and my passion for what I love and see if that was something that would entertain or interest other people. And I think that it has shown that other people have similar interests to me and similar passions for what I believe in. And with that, I'm extremely excited to continue on with this channel as we move forward and progress for the next however long it may be. Anyway, for all you new subscribers out there, I'd like to go over a little bit of the history of the channel and just to kind of show you from, where we started and where we have come and where we are going in the near future. So I started this channel about a year and a half ago on a whim. Ironically, I was starting this channel the same exact time that I was getting solar on the roof of my house. I was really interested in cars just in general to begin with, but I'm also really big into technology and how that gets incorporated into cars. And a natural fit for that was EVs, electric vehicles. And I started really developing a passion for EVs and what they stand for and performance and everything that comes with them. And so I was really interested in showing that on a channel. And, a lot to do with that is, for one thing, renewable resources like solar. And so when I first started this channel, we had just basically put solar on our house. Like that week, we had just put solar on the house. And, this was a big step. We didn't even have an electric car at that point. We were literally just getting solar on the house to help with the electricity bills a little bit. And so, as we progressed along and as I continued to release videos onto the channel, I started noticing that this was something I really had a passion for, just bringing this type of entertainment and news out to everyone out there who's willing to listen to me. And so I continued to develop that as we went through 2020. And towards the end of the year of 2020, I decided that I was going to buy our first EV, which I didn't want to buy a new EV. I wanted to buy something a little bit used. So we ended up buying our 2017 Hyundai Ioniq. Now, in the calendar year of 2021, if you've been with us since that, we've done a lot of videos on the Hyundai Ioniq, and we've done a lot of really cool things with it because that is an EV that is kind of rare in a sense where they didn't release it everywhere in the United States when it first came out. It was a car that was released only in the state of California, and we were able to get our hands on one pretty cheap because it came off of a 3-year lease back in 2020. So we were able to snatch that car up really, really cheap on Vroom.com, which I also did a video on, and was able to get our first EV in our hands and in our driveway and get an experience for what it's like to be an EV owner. But of course, that wasn't just enough to own an EV because anybody can just own an EV, but can you live with an EV? Can you road trip an EV? Can you take it on these long trips and plan out ahead and have to, because with gas stations being everywhere, you normally just pull over and there's 1 or 2 or 3 gas stations. But with an EV, you had to go through the process of planning a trip out and making sure you're going to make it and have enough range. And road tripping the Hyundai Ioniq was such an amazing event for us because we got to drive that over 700 miles in one direction in a EV that has such a small battery, a small capacity, that it only gets about 100 miles of range on the highway before you have to get pulled over and charged up. And of course, driving it that long distance that we did, I was astonished by the performance and the range that that car offered in such a small package. If you're interested in seeing those videos, I will link them right up here so you can take a look because they are absolutely awesome to see the future of where we're going with EVs and basically just how we're getting there. And we've made such big strides in that field. So at that point, I was dead set on getting another EV into this household for myself, considering the Hyundai went to my wife primarily as her daily driver. So in the summer of 2021, I looked at the used car market, which was crazy at the time, and I decided to sell my Mazda CX-5. And I sold that, got a good price for it, and decided to pre-order my Mustang Mach-E, which some of you who are new to the channel have already seen the Mach-E, as I just picked it up a few weeks ago, and I have been driving that as my daily driver now. So now our two primary cars in the household are both EVs. We both charge them up in the garage when necessary, and we are planning on doing a road trip, at least one road trip this year, 2022, probably two, and I'm hoping actually for 3 road trips this year. And we're gonna road trip the Mach-E, and we're gonna see how that performs when it comes to charging, when it comes to, you know, just range. We're gonna see a lot of really cool things happen this year on Tech Motoring. But anyway, I wanted to thank every single one of you out there, every one of my subscribers, every one of you that have just watched the videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, please just hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. It just helps my channel out and allows us to grow. Of course, if you're watching the videos, please hit that thumbs up just below the video as well. That helps out everything that we do here on the channel. It helps the YouTube algorithm recommend my videos more and more. So please, if you find the videos interesting, funny, helpful, just hit the thumbs up as well. I would greatly appreciate that. If you know somebody that may be interested in what I'm delivering on this channel, whether it be EV content, solar, anything like that, go ahead and share this channel, share the videos. There's just a share link right underneath the video as well. You can just click that, and that'll actually just give you the ability to share this with whoever you want. Share it on your social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter. And since we're talking about social media, follow us there. We have our own website, techmotoring.com. We have our Twitter at techmotoring that you can follow us for anything up to date as far as, you know, if we have upcoming plans, upcoming road trips, any announcements, things like that will be on that Twitter account. We also have a Facebook account if you'd like to follow that as well, facebook.com/techmotoring. And of course, we do have an Instagram account that we do use occasionally, especially when we do road trip videos. We tend to take some pictures and post them up on that Instagram account as well. And of course, if you'd like to reach out to me for anything, whether you have a question or a comment or anything like that, you can leave them in the comments below the videos, or if you'd like to, you can always send me a direct message on Twitter. Well, everybody, once again, I'd like to thank you very much for watching this episode. I'd like to thank you for getting us to 500 subscribers. That is amazing, and thank you very much for doing that. And please don't let it stop there. Make sure you share the channel again, and make sure you tell your friends and family about what we're doing here, because eventually we're all going to be needing to drive some EVs, and you better start letting people know that now, because they don't want to be surprised when the day comes that they can no longer buy a gas car. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Catch us on our website, techmotoring.com, on Twitter at techmotoring, facebook.com/techmotoring. And remember, welcome to the future and welcome to Tech Motoring. And we will see you on the next episode.